Let's assume for a second you've done everything you know you were supposed to do today. You've trained, you've worked, you've gone to school, you've finished your homework. Everything you know you're supposed to do is completely and utterly done, and you're sitting there thinking to yourself, what now? Now, if I listed any of these things off and you haven't done them, well, there you go. The video's over. Congratulations. You don't need to listen to me ramble. But let's assume that you have actually done everything you know you're supposed to do. The worst thing that you can do is dip into vices out of boredom. Please do not be the person that when they get bored, their first impulse decision is to whip out their phone and start scrolling. Their first impulse decision is to go and jerk off to porn. Their first impulse decision is to play video games or smoke weed. Please do not be that person that uses their boredom as an excuse to indulge in vices. Understand, there is always more to do. You can always find more to do. If you want to be the absolute best version of yourself, you can find more things that need doing. You can clean your house. You can learn a new recipe and actually cook yourself a decent meal for once. Or maybe you've got some friends, they're doing something. Obviously, don't go if it's an absolute just shit-faced party with drugs and alcohol and all that. That's not good for you. But let's say they're doing something wholesome. They're going bowling, they're going mini golfing, or they're going golfing in general. That's a great opportunity for you to find something to do, to be social. And let's say no one is doing anything around town. You can create an event. Hey, last minute, you want to go bowling? Hey, last minute, you want to go mini golfing? Hey, last minute, you want to go drive bumper cars? There are things you can do. Now, let's say no one's available. All right? Call your mom. Call your dad. Catch up. Talk to someone you love. Seriously. There are endless things that you can do that will make a positive impact on the world around you, or that will move your life forward. And being on your phone, smoking weed and drinking and all this other BS that people do when they're bored are not among them. They're not. They're not among them, and there's a reason that they're not among the things that will move your life forward, because they are a detriment to you, and you know that. You know that. Deep down in your soul, you know that sitting there staring at a screen for endless hours will not serve you in the slightest. You know that. You know that taking actions and moving your life forward is what's going to serve you. Yes, it takes a little bit of effort, but in the end, you win. In the end, you make something of yourself. Do not be a sloth. Do not be somebody who their first impulse decision when they're bored is to be a lazy POS. Now, let's say that you do everything you're supposed to do for a day and you're just genuinely tired. Sleep, TV, Netflix, your phone, video games, none of these things count as rest. I did a whole video on that before, but suffice it to say, if I were to hook up nodes to your head, your brain would be firing on all cylinders trying to process what it's taking in. You're not resting. If you are genuinely tired, rest. But if you're just simply bored, you can find something to do. You just have to use your brain. Most people aren't used to that. It's a video I'm going to make. My name is Christopher Strobach. I get on here and I rant about anecdotal mindsets that I happen to have that I found are useful to me. My hope is that they're useful to you. If you found any value in anything that I just said, the only thing I ask is that you make use of it. If you want to connect with me, talk to me, message me, anything along those lines, there's a Discord server and an Instagram page. It's all linked in the description. Feel free to join. Click buttons, don't click buttons. I don't care. Just get after it, kick some ass, and I'll see you next time.